Remember, honor, and teach. That is the mission of Wreaths Across America. Remember the fallen soldier, honor those who still serve, and teach our children the value of the freedoms they enjoy. Once again this year, Wreaths Across America will be coordinating wreath-laying ceremonies at more than 2,100 locations all across the country. One of those is the Mountain Home National Cemetery in Johnson City. Joining us this morning with information on how we can all honor a hero is David Carter. And David, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood today.
Despite the rain, with what we're talking about, absolutely. And we were talking about your service and your years, and of course being a Vietnam veteran. And we want to say from Daytime Tri-Cities a big thank you to you for your service to our country.
Well, thank you for all veterans. Thank you.
And, of course, you continue to do your part to honor and serve other veterans, and you do it through this Wreaths Across America program. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the Wreaths Across America is a nonprofit foundation. And like you said about their mission to remember and honor, they also have a long-term goal to place a wreath on every veteran's grave around the world. There are, I believe, 26 cemeteries overseas. And a couple of years ago, Wreaths Across America, for the first time, shipped their wreaths from Maine to France for the Normandy Cemetery in Luxembourg and in Holland. And not that they didn't want to, but wreaths are an agricultural product, you know, just like California and peaches and all that things that we have here. So they took a lot of, I guess, logistical hoop jumping to get that approved to ship over, but they're doing that now. And I can't say enough about it. We every year, though, we get folks who said, well, I never heard of this. Or I drove by the cemetery, I saw the wreaths, I wondered, you know, who put those down? Well, unfortunately, the wreath fairy doesn't fly in on a big pine tree and drop those in place. It takes a lot of folks who, you know, go out and solicit donations, which have been real difficult this year. So I hope that maybe your viewers will help spread the word to friends and family, whomever. We have a website, wreathsacrossamerica.org/TN0243. If someone wants to go online, just like ordering from Amazon or LL Bean, they can go there, and there's a little red Sponsor Wreaths button. Click that, and you're on your way. I also have information for contact folks if they have a family member, a loved one, a friend who's buried there, and they would like to remember them. They can contact one of these folks, and they'll take care of placing a wreath for them.
And you said over the years this continues to grow.
Yes.
And we haven't quite covered the whole cemetery, but each year we're making more progress.
Yes. Well, when I first took over coordinating the ceremony, they were expecting maybe 200, 250 wreaths. Last year we had slightly under 9,300. So I'm still shooting for that 16 to 17,000, even though it's difficult. We have to give that this year with everything going on. But some folks have made comments about the date. This year it's December 19th. Winter and Christmas will be breathing down our neck. But if you think throughout our history, veterans have spent Christmas far from loved ones in conditions like the winter of 1777 at Valley Forge, the Battle of Bastogne, during the Battle of the Bulge at World War II. Now, the big difference is, after we place these wreaths on Saturday, December 19th, we'll all be able to go home, we'll be safe, we'll be warm. These guys could not. And many veterans died in places they'd never heard of.
And I love that on December 19th, this happens all across all the different cemeteries at the same time, honoring them, and what a beautiful statement.
Yes. Well, in years past, we've done it at 12 noon on Saturday. That coincided with ceremonies going on at Arlington. Well, this year, because of the coronavirus situation, we're splitting that off. So we're going to start our wreath placement at 9 a.m., close on Saturday. And someone mentioned, I think it's Bob Rambo, Rolling Thunder, several years ago, and their president recently said the same thing. This little pomp and ceremony that we do means nothing. The wreath placement is the reason we're there. Yeah. Placing the wreath and saying those names, that's the most important thing we do. And although we're not having a ceremony as such, each wreath placement and name spoken out loud will become hundreds of individual ceremonies.
Very, very powerful. We're giving everybody the information right here. This is the website that he was talking about that you can go to get more information. And then here is the information again on everything happening December 19th. And those are some powerful pictures, too, on the website. You should go and check that out and learn more about this important program. We'll be right back.
Join us on Saturday, December 19th for National Wreaths Across America Day. To find a location in your community, go to wreathsacrossamerica.org.